What's up, Space Pirates? This is your Admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster. And one of the most obvious traits that game journalists exhibit these days is a dislike of video games. As evidenced by the headline of this article here, they don't really want to play games, they would much rather be watching a show or a movie.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, cause I don't want ass prints on my new door.
Seriously, this has been the attitude of all game journalists for the past decade or so, and to make it worse, it's also been the attitude of game developers as well. All this time, they've tried marketing games to anything but straight men, thinking they're going to draw in a new audience, and it just hasn't worked, at least not on any kind of a meaningful scale, which is a major component as to why the gaming industry is in such shambles these days. Video games are being targeted away from the audience that actually plays them.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a f***ing idiot.
Well, the people who have been steering the industry in this direction for so long are growing more and more desperate to find a new angle to latch onto the hobby, and Grand Theft Auto 6 makes a convenient target because everyone knows it'll be pretty much the biggest video game that was ever made. We covered this article yesterday where a Polygon writer tried desperately to turn GTA 6 into a symbol of wokeness, and now these game journalists are trying to act like the main character featured in the GTA trailer, Jason, was created specifically for them.
It's false. No way. Pure fiction.
Turns out, though, that not everything is gay, folks. It doesn't mean that gay people can't enjoy it, but if you watch the GTA trailer, filled to the brim with shots of scantily clad women, and if you think that's gay, then your LGBT perception filter has to be cranked to the max. And look, this isn't an endorsement of the actual game itself. Maybe it'll be great, maybe it won't, I don't know, but the actual marketing is clearly aimed at straight men. The activists in games journalism are acting as though Jason wasn't made for straight guys though, because we all know that if there's one thing straight males have never wanted to be in a video game, it's a buff, ripped dude with an attractive girlfriend.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. Channel members have access to the audiobook version of the first section of a novel I've written, a dark fantasy story called The Darkest Heritage, which will be out on Amazon soon. And I'm also working on a space pirate cartoon, which channel members will get access to first. We can't just complain about the things we dislike in culture, we have to provide alternatives. So, if you want to support that sort of thing, become a channel member for as little as $5 per month. But let's see what these activistic game journalists are saying about Grand Theft Auto. Once again, and I can't stress this enough, but once again, I feel like a lot of people are getting pissy with the discourse of this game, insisting that it will be woke, and there's other people insisting that it won't be woke, and frankly, I don't know. One thing that cannot be disputed though, at least in my mind, is that the marketing with this latest trailer was excellent. It could end up being a bait and switch, and that is not me advocating for or against the game itself, so don't get bent out of shape. I know that Rockstar has seen tremendous turnover during the past decade and that they have lost some important people, and I'm definitely concerned that GTA could be a stinker, but we have to be honest, the marketing looks good. It definitely has the feel of something that's being made by a studio that knows its customers. After all, in the interest of being intellectually honest, we have to remember that just a few weeks ago, there was that controversy with the Marathon game, where people were criticizing the hell out of the ugly and androgynous characters in that game that nobody finds appealing at all. AuDiEnCe literally said that in order to market a shooter like that properly, they need buff, heroic dudes, and women who are effable. You don't have to like that, but it's the truth, because the main audience are straight dudes for a game like that, and if you are not marketing the game in that way with characters like that, then you are leaving money on the table. In Marathon, they made ugly blobs that nobody likes, but in GTA, they fit AuDiEnce's suggestions to a T, and look how many people have responded positively. Not only the straight guys like it, but even the gay dudes do. Which, of course, is why the activists in journalism are trying hard to make it all about them. Here is Kotaku trying to make it all about the gay community. The headline of this article says, Grand Theft Auto 6's Jason is gamers' latest sex symbol. And then it says, I was gonna play GTA 6 regardless of who I got to be, but I gotta give a shout out to Rockstar for giving everyone some eye candy with its protagonist duo, Jason and Lucia. While Jason is in a loving relationship with Lucia and seemingly straight to be determined, that hasn't stopped gay men from latching onto the guy after he was shown shirtless, sweaty, and gross in the latest trailer. Grand Theft Auto 6 may still be a year away, but its male lead is already becoming a sex symbol among the gay community after just 2 trailers. And look, that's all well and good. I don't give a shit if someone is or isn't attracted to Jason, but it's this crap here, where they try to associate him as a symbol of their movement. That's what doesn't work. But reading on, it says here, it's easy to see why gays are latching onto the guy. Rockstar probably knew what it was doing when it led the latest trailer with a scene of Jason working hard while his jacked upper body glistened in the sunlight. And yes, they knew exactly what they were doing, because that is the aesthetic that straight men generally aspire to be. We want to be shredded and unmistakably masculine. Notice that they didn't make him wear any rainbow clothes or say anything even remotely perceivable as gay. He has a girlfriend, for cripe's sake. You can see him doing romantic things with her. From a marketing perspective, it's just a bonus for Rockstar that gay fellas and straight ladies will like this guy. But that's just the point. The ideal version of a straight guy is attractive to nearly everyone on the freaking planet. But let's look at another article where they try to convince us this was made for gay dudes. This is from the outlet Queerty. Grand Theft Auto's hunky new character seems geared for the gays, but many say that would be wrong. And after giving a summary of what we see in the trailer, they then show a bunch of social media posts of gay dudes trying to lay claim to Jason. This guy says, I just want to know if I can make him kiss guys. And then this dude says, Rockstar giving the gays what we want. And don't forget about those straights as well though, my dude. You know, the vast majority of the population. Isn't it funny how if we just follow the straight guy ideal, everyone is just happy with it? Anyway, then this guy said, unfortunately I do need Jason from GTA 6 badly, and then this person wrote, Jason from GTA 6 would fix me, but then here's the one that has people's eyes rolling big time. This guy wrote, this is not targeted towards straight men. And then this guy replied, buff male game characters are in fact only targeted to straight men. And I don't know about only being aimed at straight guys, but it's definitely an ideal that straight guys want to attain, and then this guy also responded to that comment, "Ah yes, straight men, famous for not wanting to play as buff guys." And yeah, that one really speaks to me because sarcasm is my first language. But you guys get the picture. A certain segment of people are trying to hijack this game, which is ironic since it's called Grand Theft Auto, but they want to take it over because the identitarian crap that they've tried peddling for the past decade or so has left the industry in ruin. And there seems to be a noticeable trend of game studios moving away from this sort of thing. Now, a lot of these identitarians are desperate to latch onto something that will keep them relevant, but the desperation makes them seem quite small and sad. It's hilarious to watch. But anyhow, I'm gonna leave it there. Clearly, this marketing for GTA 6 is aimed at straight men, at least in my view, and the gay crowd liking it is a fortunate coincidence for Rockstar. But what do you think? Drop your thoughts into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.